Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Kansas, site to chase race number 3 of the NRSL Hooters series for 2008. And alongside me once again is Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys.
Chase cutoff race time for Hooter series, and on the front row today, a couple of non-chasers, Trevor Germain and Daniel Gideroke. Enzo Nareza is the top starting chaser in row 2 alongside Kyle Matthews. Zach Flickinger is in row 3 trying to chase down Haley Lordigan for 41st place in the points alongside John Irvin. Kev Shearer and Trevor Collins, a pair of chasers in row 4. Trevor Collins, the only driver who comes into today already locked into the round of 12, even though he did not win last week at Texas, or a couple weeks ago at Texas, I should say. Jesse James in row 5 alongside Mary Shelley, the driver who denied Trevor Collins the extra 15 points for the win last week. And here comes the rest of Star and Grizz. I hand over to Steven for his thoughts and predictions.
Well, we're here in Kansas. Last year's race was it was no that's it was more like a pack style race. William Brock ended up getting the win, but every Kansas
Hopefully I fixed
yeah
that.
every Kansas race is definitely unique. Paul Swanson, even though he's had 2 straight DNFs, he's still 4 straight technically, but 2 straight in the chase. He's still gonna have a chance. It's a cutoff race. When we started I don't know when the truck race will, so I won't talk about that. You see Kev Shear
Truck
2
race
points
is
out.
fully caught up. In fact, we just ran the thing. As of the time that we're recording this, we just ran that literally yesterday. Let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Yeah, as of when we're recording this, the Reebok Truck Series race actually premiered last night.
So Brock and Zane Dooley are final row. Kev Shear outside the chase grid, trying to come in after being top 5 of the points all season. Some notes coming in. Haley Logren has what is it total? She's DNF'd not 8 out of the last 9 races, with the 42nd place as her only finish. Can she get a finish today? And will we have any crashes? It's going to be almost about 23 laps longer than last year's race. So how will these guys adjust that? It's a pressure-packed race for them. So we'll see what happens.
Bottom 4 coming into this race: Kev Shear, James Qualls, Rob Evans, and Paul Swanson. The interesting part about that is Qualls actually had the second highest bonus point total from the regular season with his 3 wins. So,
and Jerry Shelley's losing streak now caps to 140. I believe that passes Gene. I could be wrong.
Well,
I think it does.
yes. You mean he's making his 140th start?
Yeah, I believe that overtakes Gene's losing streak.
It will if he doesn't win. Technically, he still is at 139 until he doesn't win.
That's true. Trevor Germain has never won.
Or was it
the series.
142? I always keep forgetting what it was for Gene. Either way, pace car is off, and the Kingsford 300 is green.
As Giderow coming down here, and is that Kyle Matthews? Yeah.
Yep, Kyle Matthews in the 48. There are 2 Lowe's cars, so I will forgive that. Trevor Germain checked up a little bit up top. Kyle Matthews clears with Gideroke down the back straightaway.
Here we go. Yeah, it's kind of not pack racing.
Well,
trying to get to the bottom.
give us a few laps first. We'll figure out. Is John Irvin going to clear Trevor Germain for 3rd off of turn 4? And it will be Daniel Gideroke who leads lap 1. Kyle Matthews looks for the lead, though, and going into 1. A little bit less packy, at least. It looks like.
Yeah, this is good.
John Irvin's going for 2nd now on the 42.
Actually, so it was 138. So he already broke the record.
Oh, he already. Okay, so he already surpassed it. In terms of this channel, he obviously already had the longest one for Hooters.
Yeah, Chris Washer's 108 in the trucks. Those are the top 3 series, the longest. He's just in general of all of them.
As Trevor Germain got back up to 3rd for a moment, but here comes
James?
Trevor Collins looking for his 3rd straight 2nd place finish.
How about Jesse James? He's been on a roll. Well, not really, but he's doing pretty good in the chase
Well,
right now.
he got to win, and then doesn't come into this race at least in the bottom 3 or bottom 4. So,
yeah, got to get 10th or better to clinch and doing that so far.
Well, and that would be assuming Sky Commons actually led the most laps and finished 2nd. So,
yeah,
as long as he stays ahead of the 10, he's fine.
John Irvin this time last year, he was going from 42nd to 1st to win the truck race. running second right now in a brand new paint scheme, Dochelin or something like that.
Doosan, I believe.
Doosan, yeah. He's trying to catch Kyle, who won
Yeah.
a couple last month at North Wilkesboro in the Truck Series, having a miserable Cup season
Well,
so
and
far.
Kyle's still looking for that first Hooters Series win of the season. He's won a Hooters race every season that he's been entered in the series.
That is correct, from season 2 on.
And yeah, we definitely are not packed up. Trevor Collins clears for third. Hamill trying to fight off for fourth from Daniel Gitteroke.
And if Kyle will end up winning, we'll have a 3-way tie between William. Is it William? Yeah, William and Zachary Fitzwater for the most wins of all time in the series.
In just this series, at least, yeah.
Yeah, this is.
I think William Duncan has like the mark for all three combined by a mile. I think.
he's had a he's won on a lot of tracks in his career. Here comes Rob Evans, another guy who's kind of put on the brakes lately.
And Evans needs a solid run. 15th in the points coming in. He's got Ace Rogers behind him, as well as Hunter Braxton, who needs a solid run. Braxton 9th in the points coming in. Ace Rogers was 8th in points coming in.
Yes, Rob Evans had a 42nd and Zed jolt his head twice so far back.
Whoa, Matt Duncan up the track.
Yeah, Matt Duncan's falling back right there. Comes Trevor Germain trying to come into the bottom. Nope, staying up high.
Trying to get to the inside, I guess. I don't know. I mixed up my Lowe's cars for the first time today. Kev Shear stuck on the outside of Marilyn Eskandari. Here comes Fitzwater as well.
Yeah, Fitzwater hasn't been too strong the last few races. After he hasn't had a
He's
top
going to make it
12 in
3
the
wide
chase.
there. Kev gets out of it.
Yeah, Fitzwater hasn't got a top 10 in the chase so far. But, you know, with all those bonus points, why does he need to show his muscle early?
True. Comes in this race third in the points, so just a 26th or better will guarantee him a spot regardless of what happens with the bottom 4 and Sky Commons. So as Ace Rogers passed Rob Evans, so will Hunter Braxton.
The 9 has... Does the 9 won this season? I don't think so.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did? Oh, I must...
Pretty sure.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, with that point total, yeah, he did. Matt Hamill clears for the 4th position on Daniel Gitteroke while that's being looked up. And Kyle Matthews starting to check out a little bit on John Irvin.
No, Hunter hasn't won this season.
Oh, did he get it? Oh, okay. So this was... Oh, yeah, because we had 3 people get in on points. That's right.
Yeah, the 9 car has won at least the last 2 seasons of the series. I'm not sure about season 3 if the 9 ran.
I don't remember exactly. Either way, Braxton was able to grab 6th away from Ace Rogers. Like I said, both drivers just kind of need to have a solid day, basically.
Every season, the 9 has ran full time as 1. Season 1, they only ran 3 races, then they called it quits. So, William Duncan, Charles, and who ran the 9 last season? I think it was Ace Rogers.
That doesn't...
No, it was Ace Rogers.
Okay. I just honestly didn't remember that.
And I was wrong because he didn't win last season. So let's go back to the
As Hamill gets a run off turn number 4, Gitteroke had to check up. Hamill trying to take a spot away from Trevor Collins, gonna go to the inside into turn 1.
If this beautiful car wins, it'll be amazing.
As Trevor Collins now gonna have to fend off from Daniel Gitteroke. Here comes Hunter Braxton and Ace Rogers up into that fight as well.
Matt Hamill is the last driver last driver in the points that ran so far to not score a top 5 this season.
Oh yeah, we don't even have access to know exactly on that anymore. We just have the point totals. As Braxton tries to pass Trevor Collins now. Don't think there was anyone lower than him that's passed him. So.
Well, okay, that is correct, because I'm looking at drivers who have not won, and his best finish is 9th twice at Loudon and Indy, so it's been a struggle for the LePage car.
As Braxton now all over the back of the 42s, going to try and make the move for 4th down the front straightaway.
Yeah,
as Braxton is on the move early.
Yeah, battling, like I said, his old ride right here, trying to come down here. Gittero won at, what did Gittero win? He won at Pocono.
Yep. Ace Rogers able to take 5th spot away. Here comes Trevor Collins again.
Ace Rogers broke the 18s curse and won at Sonoma earlier this year.
And meanwhile, Matt Hamill starting to close in on the battle for on second place, John Irvin.
The 48's last win. Did Kyle run the 48 last season, or was it a different driver?
It was Preston Plord last year.
Yeah, the 48 won at Pocono. That was the last win for that team. The team will not return next year, I'm pretty positive.
As Collins takes a peek again at the 42, not able to make a move. Is that going to open the door for Trevor Germain now to try and find a way in by for 7th?
Mescal Eskandari has entered the top 10. Dylan Young is 9th.
Actually, Dylan Young passed Eskandari for the 9th spot. As here comes Jerry Shelley up towards the front in that 32 car, looking for 11th on Matt Duncan.
Like aforementioned Jerry Shelley running the real-life paint scheme that actually ran Sunday. This car crashed with Mike Bliss trying to enter pit road, so hopefully that doesn't happen during green flag stops.
As the battle there is going to allow Zachary Fitzwater to try and gain a spot off of this as well. He might even try and make it 3 wide, thinks better of it.
Yeah, Fitzwater definitely a comeback. He was 39th at points at one point and then just racked off an amazing 10 races.
Matt Duncan still falling back. He's going to lose a spot now to the 92 of Stephen Paul III. Jesse James, Mohammed Zain Abdullah battling for position right here.
Unless I missed it, we've already pulled it on ESPN here. Matt Hamill has pulled up made it to second place over John Irving.
Yeah, he's already gone up to second. So,
actually,
John Irvin's going to lose a spot also to Braxton and to his teammate Ace Rogers here.
If Kyle Matthews gets passed by that car, he should never show his face in the garage again.
I mean, how many other people have already been passed by that car today?
Well, that's for the lead. This is for second. As here comes the 42 car. One in the truck series, I believe at Pig Stadium.
Yeah, for Gitteroke at least. Yeah, the driver.
Yeah.
As Gitteroke's going to try and take a spot away from Ace Rogers again. Trevor Collins gets by the 20. Here comes Trevor Germain into that battle as well.
Yeah, Trevor Collins was not happy with Mary Shelley over the weekend after Texas.
I mean, probably only because of getting... only if those 15 points really come back to bite him at any point, really, I would assume. Because he still ran well enough to go ahead and get locked into the next round. So
I'm pretty sure this is Mary Shelley's last full-time season, so she was going for it. As man, it's hard to pass.
As Dylan Young makes the move on John Irvin now. Here comes Jerry Shelley looking for a spot inside the top 10. Thinks better of it or decide not to. I don't know.
We got comers and goers because Matt Hamill is cutting into that lead of the 48
again. Although, here comes Braxton. Braxton's going to make the move for second now.
Braxton has won at 1.5 miles at Charlotte last season. That was his last career, 53 races ago. Try to come down to the bottom side of the track here.
So side by side for second as these two try and close in on the 48 of Kyle Matthews. Braxton looking for a spot in the round of 12. A win obviously will guarantee that, although all he really has to do is just finish better than the 10 of Sky Commons.
Haven't seen the 03 much today. I don't know where he's running. He needed a solid top 10 run to get in
needed a great run, and right now is not getting it.
Lorenz back there too.
Right now back in 36. Sam Young, who started dead last in the field, is up to 35th now. Shelton is back here as well in 37th. Mentioned Nereza. Brian James is also back here in the 02 car.
James is 11th in points. He definitely had no clinch scenario. Only 6.
Brian James was only 5 points to the good coming in.
Yeah,
and that was over Kev, who currently runs in the 18th position. Actually, just lost 18th to his teammate.
That's a massive F right there.
James Qualls, who was 14th in points, he's now up into 17th, taking 16th away from the 83 of Rob Evans.
Yeah, we've seen some eliminations. So let's look at some of this data here.
As look for the battle back up front. Jerry Shelley trying to take 8th spot away from Eskandari. Meanwhile, Braxton is starting to catch the 48.
Interesting fact about Kyle, he was eliminated in the first round after this race in season 3, so he's not the chase this year, obviously. But
Well, and then after that, he literally went on to win like the next race. So
I think you are correct, Charles.
I'm pretty sure he
let's
went
see.
on to win the very next race after getting eliminated.
Yeah, he won at Texas.
As Braxton now within 0.2 of the race lead. Hamill's right there as well. Daniel Gitterook looking on in case something happens. Braxton looking for a line to get him a run on the 48. He's got to run off turn 4.
Pretty fast race, already up to halfway. Definitely will have one pit stop for sure as the 9 car trying to peak.
As Braxton not able to make a move into turn 1.
Well, I think what's helping this too is you look at the top right there. The tires are almost a full second off, so they're going to have a lot of, like I said, comers and goers who save the tires.
And here comes Braxton making the move into turn 3.
Yep, going to try to see high side with momentum, but the 9 car is stronger on the bottom.
Can Kyle hang on? We have not seen a lead change yet today. Wait, no, yeah, we did. Never mind. One lead change. Looking for our second now. Matthews leads at the line, but Braxton is side by side into turn 1. And
Yeah,
we'll
like say
have
with
the lead clear off turn 2.
And 5 bonus points if he can make the pass. Yes, he can.
Well, no, he has to lead at the lap. He has to lead the lap first.
Yeah. Which
Not 5
might
bonus
not
points
happen.
just for getting to the lead, because here comes Matthews trying to take a peek back at him.
And now they're all fully under a second with the tire wear too. Let's see if the
Well,
48
could
can
that
do
have
it.
been just because of battling? Who knows? As
So they
now
are.
Hunter Braxton gets 5 bonus points for leading the lap, and we'll try and check out on the 48.
Like I was mentioning the numbers ago when John Irvin, who was second, has dropped back to 10th. So we're going to probably see some guys moving up through the field.
Meanwhile,
here.
Jerry Shelley, who also started outside the top 10, is now
Here we
up
go.
into 8th. Here comes
Crossover.
Matthews taking a peek again.
And hopefully the cup race
Although
goes
I
like this.
think
Oh,
Gitterook might be preparing for someone to pit, because Matthews and Matt Hamill are.
yeah, don't speed.
Trevor Germain, Ace Rogers, John Irvin, Matt Dixon, St. Abdullah on pit lane.
Look for these guys to make a lot of time with the 1 second fall off. You're going to get
Gary
a lot of time.
Shelley, Sky Commons, Andrew Miller, Sam Young, Sheila Shear also on pit lane.
Yep, let's see what the 9 car is going to pit this lap. Smart move.
That's what it looks like at least. Gitterook's going to go out an extra lap.
If
Question?
I'm Paul Swanson,
Yes, he
I
is.
stay out. I want to get those 5 points.
So Trevor Collins will pit. I saw Jesse James stay out.
Yep, that's smart move for the Chase to stay out, try to leave lap.
Dylan Young pits. Eskandari, Fitzwater, Evans, Qualls, Flickinger, Pollard. Or Steve Pollard, I should say. Mitchell Collins, Moore, Deaver. There's Swanson on pit lane. Shelton, James, and Nereza. Pollard is Stephen Pollard third as well.
If I'm Jesse James, I stay out, try to get the 5 points.
And Gitterook will pit this time around. Same for Duncan, Gardner,
Nope, not
JC
gonna
James, Kev Shear also going to have to pit.
And nobody taking my advice. 76 leading.
Trevor Germain out apparently ahead of the 61.
Did he short pit or something? 2 tires or something?
We'll wait for timing and scoring to catch up a little bit here.
76 with a god tier pit stop, maybe.
Might have. He is definitely ahead of the 9 or the 61. There's the 9. Trevor Germain with an amazing pit stop for the 76 crew.
What did they take? Man, shit. As 3 starts making races and the 76 is more better. What is this?
So where is that going to place them now then? Hold up.
9th
The 42 was the leader at the straight. I think he's already leading. Looks
How
like
about
Brian
Trevor
James
Germain?
is going to be in last.
How about that? Did they take 2 tires?
I'm not entirely sure.
They weren't even in the. They were 6th, but still, that's an amazing pit stop.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't think we're going to know either. We might be able to know after the race, but either way, Trevor Germain is your race leader. Hunter Braxton is second. Dylan Young is up to third. Matt Hamill's fourth. Here comes John Irvin to take that 4th spot away from the 61.
Well, Rob Evans was 40th at points at Monza. He won, so I guess 40th is a good NOMA in this series.
Jerry Shelley's going to take 5th spot away from the
my
61 as well.
Come on, Jerry.
Jerry Shelley's now going to go for 4th.
Come on, Jerry.
He's going to get the spot. Matt Hamill's going to follow through as well. Seventh place is currently Matt Dixon. Ace Rogers is 8th. Sam Young, after starting dead last, is up to 9th. But battling recovery. Johnny Gardner for that 9th spot. Mary Shelley's 11th, although battling with Fitzwater.
Yeah, Fitzwater. Rob Evans trying to come to the bottom side.
Rob Evans was last scored in 15th. It's now 13th. Gitteroke and Stephen Paul III are battling for 14th. Trevor Collins is 16th. Carter Joey just took 17th away from Matt Duncan. Here comes Zain Abdullah, who was 19th. Sheila Shear rounds out the top 20. But Zach Flickinger is 21st. Sky Commons 22nd. Haley Lordigan, Bafode Sacco, Cole Deaver, Mike Trout. James Qualls is 27th. Shelton is in 30th. Jesse James 31st. So that's the penalty for staying out late. Kev Shear is currently in 33rd. Kyle Matthews back in 35th. Enzo Nerezis 39th. Swanson 41st. And Brian James 42nd. As we've had a change for the lead. Hunter Braxton back in front.
Yeah, trying to get the next round. Jerry Shelley.
Jerry Shelley going to 3rd.
You know, like I was mentioning, my favorite stat about Jerry Shelley, he's finished 2nd in season 2, 3, 4, and 5 so far in 139 starts.
And so season 5 is already this season, I believe.
Yeah, he finished 2nd at Pocono. He finished 2nd at 3 unit Zen Jolts Martin.
Right now, he is the. Ironically enough, Shelton actually has the fast lap race, but right now, of these top 3. Jerry Shelley is the quickest car of the top 3.
Jerry lost in the damn tie last season.
28.7. I think that is the quickest time on track. I'm just looking. I am not seeing anyone comparing to that. So right now, Jerry Shelley appears to have the quickest car in Kansas. He's going for 2nd.
All right, go Jerry.
He's going to take 2nd away from Jermaine. He's going to have 12 laps to try and do something with the 9 of Hunter Braxton.
Let me see something real quick.
Well, 13 and, just over 12 laps. Here we go. It's coming off turn 4. Here comes the 32. LifeLock Toyota making the move for the lead. Braxton will lead at the line.
All right. Go, Jerry. Oh, my God.
He's going to have the lead. Can Jermaine help him out a little bit by battling Braxton? He can.
Jerry Shelley's last one on the channel was Season 2 in the Cup Series at Zen Joltis. He also won Season 1 Texas. He hasn't done much since. James Shelley's had a lot of success.
Jermaine to 2nd. Dylan Young to 3rd. Dylan Young won Chicagoland in the Truck Series earlier this year.
Yeah, so, what was it? Jerry, James, Mary, Amy have all had success. Tom Shelley has not. But Jerry is trying to get his own success.
Well, in terms of having a win, Tom Shelley did make a chase.
It's true.
As Dylan Young now all over the back bumper of the 76. These 3 are going to try and have to work together if they're going to try and catch the 32 of Jerry Shelley, who is now out in clean air for the first time today, leading laps.
So Jerry Shelley started his career out in the 26, replacing, I believe it was Amy in Season 1.
Probably. Dylan Young now up to 2nd. Braxton's back to 3rd. Here comes Matt Dixon up into the top 5 now, as John Irvin just continues to not have a long run car.
Oh, somebody had to pit, or somebody had an issue.
Cole Deaver's reporting issues under the hood.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so what's his name? Jerry ran the 22 in Season 2.
And Deaver is off the pace.
Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no.
Big issues for the 33. Almost. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, Kev.
As Cole Deaver is maxing out at 158 in the corners. 160 now down the straightaway. 161 is his top. 162 actually.
You say from hero to zero?
As Cole Deaver off the pace late. Is that going to have an effect on this race? As Dylan Young now trying to catch the 32 of Jerry Shelley.
So like I said, Jerry ran the 26, the 22, the 23, ironically up the 33 last season, and now he's running the 32 car. 100. This is his 140th career start. Oh man!
And
Dylan
right
Young's trying to
now,
win this
Dylan
thing.
Young was a 10th quicker the last time by. They were practically even in terms of the lap time that time. Matt Dixon's going for 4th.
Dylan Young's like, screw you, Jerry Shelley. I don't care you haven't won 140 starts. I want this win.
Well, that's all Dylan Young can go for at this point too. He's not in the championship fight.
Dylan Young, 49 races since his last one. I believe he's also won. He's actually won in every single season too, and actually fully, not like Kyle.
Well, yeah, probably. That time around, it was advantage Jerry Shelley. 6 laps to go as Paul Swanson gets held up by the 33 and loses a spot to Brian James. These guys are going to have to catch and deal with the 33 before the end of this.
Oh no, Jerry Shelley's going to be kicking bricks.
That's a 33-2. Jerry Shelley, this time around, runs a 29-29. 4 seconds off the pace for Cole Deaver with
Dylan's
5 laps to go.
Dylan's wins in the series have been Rockingham, Daytona, Zen Joltis, and South Boston. Jerry Shelley obviously has never won in this series. Can he
When are they
avoid
going
Cole
to catch
Deaver?
Deaver?
Man, this is such a good story, man. This
Oh
is like how Gene
no,
won.
is it going to be in the turn? Please let it be
Don't do
anywhere
it.
but the turn.
Come on, don't screw Jerry. Come on, Jerry. No.
Oh no.
No.
I think he's
Shit,
going to be fine. I
no.
think he's going to be fine.
Yassim, come
It's
on,
going to be
Jerry.
down the back straightaway.
Ah!
And in
Yeah,
fact,
let's go.
Deaver's going to actually hold up Dylan Young.
His teammate, well, not really, but
Not really, no. That's going to help
Oh my
Braxton
God.
out.
it's happening.
3 laps to go. Here comes Dixon
Where the hell did Dixon come from?
as they're packed up
John
there
Irving.
with the 776 and 20.
It's been oh my God, 3 laps to glory for the 32. 3 laps.
He's just got to make it back, basically.
Don't blow
No
the
one
engine.
is anywhere close to the 32.
Coast.
2 laps to go for Jerry Shelley. A caution would be the only thing that would kill him.
Gary's finished second at Martinsville. Zen Joltis tied. They had a damn tie last season. Second at Pocono. Hasn't won, as I said, in almost 6 years on this channel. Can Jerry do it 2 to go? Come on, Jerry.
Where is the 33, basically, is the real question. Oh, he's holding up Fitzwater!
It doesn't matter. Come on, Jerry. No caution. No, Johnny, you idiot.
No caution, and it doesn't matter at this point.
Jerry.
The white flag is in the air for Jerry Shelley. He's got a 1.8 second lead.
104.
Down the back straightaway for the final time
No.
for the LifeLock Toyota.
Here we go.
2
And here he
more
comes.
corners.
104 runner-up place finishes. Today he's not going to be the bridesmaid today. And off the corner. Let's
Jerry
go,
Shelley
Jerry. Go,
is
go, go.
finally a winner in the Hooters Series.
Woohoo! 140 starts. Let's go. All right. What a finish.
Dylan Young second. Matt Dixon finishes third. Jermaine,
All right.
Braxton, Irvin, Rogers, Hamill, Gitteroke, and Mary Shelley, your top 10. Still waiting on standings are now official as Paul Swanson is the last car to cross the line.
That is
As
the 30.
Deaver, the only car a lap down. Your final thoughts on this one, Steven?
That was great. This is the 32's first win on the channel since season 3 Thor with Ben Newworth. Man, Jerry Shelley finally did it. I mean, once we finally did the stat sheet, I said he was going to win Monza, but it didn't. It took him 5 more races to he could finally pull it off. Dylan Young, second
Because
place.
you didn't pick him this time, at least.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably why he won. The next longest streak will be Johnny Gardner at 82 races, and that's the all-time streak now, without a win. Matt Dixon is third. That's a great. Well, is he in the chase? Yeah, that's going to be a clinching run for Matt Dixon for sure. Trevor Jermaine only is third or fourth top 5. Best runs is his third in Auto Club early in the season. Hunter Braxton top 5. John Irvin came late, but not too bad. Matt Hamill, best career finish for Matt Hamill. Let's go, Matt Hamill.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's actually his best finish. Breaks the tie for 9th. Jesse James 22nd. He needed 10th or better. It's gonna be it's not gonna be borderline.
It's gonna be fine because Sky Commons didn't really do
Paul
much.
Swanson. Ouch. That's an F.
So this much is for sure. Paul Swanson is going to be one of the 4 eliminated because he was the worst finishing chaser today.
Haley Logan 30th. She actually finishes the race. Go Haley.
I mean, everyone finished.
Yeah, it's true. It looks like Kev Shear is going to.
I think Kev's actually going to do it. Because the thing is, he's going to pass Brian James.
Where's Sky Commons?
Commons was 15th.
Sky Commons. Yeah. Oh, so it's going to be a little tough. So we'll see. James Qualls looks like he might not advance. He's 36. Tough rate for the 3-time winner.
Well, but that's the thing. Like, okay, so Kev does pass Brian James.
So yeah, it looks like Brian James, Qualls, Rob Evans, and Paul
So it
Swanson
comes down to Rob Evans versus Kev, I think.
Kyle Matthews 31st. Awful pit stop. The 48 just used the DNQ pit crew or something like that. All right, good win to Jerry Shelley right there. I mean, he tied last season. So much heartbreak, and at least now Jerry got.
And by the way, we're not even joking on that. The margin of victory was literally .000.
Yeah, he literally tied last. It was the cover photo on Facebook for a while. So Jerry's rumored to move up the cup next year, and now he's proven his due diligence to see. So maybe he'll win a cup race for the first time in 6 years.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Either way. Congrats to Jerry Shelley on finally getting the monkey off his back in the NRSL Hooters series and getting that first career win down here, his 3rd career win overall on the channel.
We're getting close to 100 winners.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're about 13 winners now away from 100 in the Hooters series.
So with that said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. Leave a comment down below if you weren't watching the premiere chat with us to let me know that you guys were watching, because it always helps to know. It just helps as a good motivator sometimes. With that said, for Stephen Paul III, I'm Gordon Fan 291, and this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you guys for the cup race. Go, Jerry!